Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to be discussing Texas independence and the reasons for the outbreak of war between Anglo-Texans and Mexican Tejanos and the Mexican government. So, let's begin. For part 3 of this video lecture, I'm going to be focusing on the Texas independence, which took place between 1835 and 1836. Now, in order to sort of understand the reasons why this took place, I want to go back just a little bit in time and just briefly mention the fact that Texas was a Spanish colony until 1821. So at that point, it used to be called, it was the state of Texas y Coahuila. So some of you that might be familiar with Mexican geography know that there is the state of Coahuila. Imagine all of that, all the way up to the Texas Panhandle was one state. So this made it very difficult for the government to have any kind of oversight over what was happening. So what they did was they went ahead and they opened up Texas to Anglo immigration. Americans began to settle in Texas even after it was Mexican, right? Even after Mexico got its independence from Spain. So part of the problem here is that Americans moving to Texas are bringing their slaves with them. They are growing cotton. The land is perfect for it. And so ultimately what ends up happening is they begin to outnumber the Mexicans that are living in Texas. So part of the problem as well is a lot of the Anglos that are coming to Texas are mostly separating themselves from the Mexican culture. So they're not, speaking Spanish, they're not converting to Catholicism, and this becomes a problem. Now, where things really get sort of out of control is in 1829, Mexico abolishes slavery. And what do the Americans do about that? The Americans living in Texas, well, nothing. They ignored it. They didn't like it, but they ignored it. They certainly were not going to get rid of their slaves. What begins to happen here with the General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna is they start to get worried that they're losing control of what's happening in Texas. They're losing control. There's too many Americans, coming across the border illegally. And so they responded to this fear by raising taxes, right? Number one, raising taxes. Number two, placing military posts. And number 3, saying no more illegal immigration, right? So isn't that ironic? Americans are coming into the Mexican state of Texas illegally. The government tries to put a stop to it, but it's too late. These people kept coming into Texas. They are upset with these new regulations. They demand change. Mexico is not appeasing them, not even trying to make them happy. And instead, Santa Anna is going to respond. Now that he's a dictator, he is going to bring them in. So he is going to be leading 1,600 troops to San Antonio where, all hell basically breaks loose. So for the rest of this story, I know, we're from Texas. We know what happened. But I went ahead and I added 2 little videos that I want you to watch. Go ahead and watch it. And, we'll go over a short questionnaire at the end of it in the next video. Okay, so go ahead and follow the link under this one. Watch Texas Independence video, part 1 and part 2. And then we'll do a little mini quiz and see how you did. All right, so I'll catch you on the next one. Stay tuned for for more. Bye.